Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Forever in High School podcast, anime podcast. I am Gabe, joined here by the esteemed gentleman.
Good afternoon, good night, and good morning to you all.
Ah, you're supposed to say your name there.
Oh yes, but the people wanna. I want them to know that I'm here to welcome them to this podcast. It's your boy Malz and 305 here with another podcast talking about our favorite thing in the world, anime. You know it, you love it. I'm here.
Oh yeah, our favorite thing in the world, anime, man. You know, our the podcast is gonna be about old school anime, but I think I want to say something first. Shout out to all the anime that got me into something before I even knew it was anime. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think that's it for me. How about you?
Really? That's three? Hello?
Yeah, what I was really into at the time. I mean, of course, you had your Rave Masters, your Shaman Kings, your
not the Shaman King.
Bobos.
That was a troll.
What was that one with the muscle guy wrestling with the muscle buster?
No. Okay, that was Ultimate Muscle.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ultimate Muscle. It was supposed to be like some type of joke of wrestling. It's actually really good. If you really wanna laugh at this nonsense, you'll watch that. The ultimate move is farting on somebody. I mind you. It's like South Park made anime.
Okay, so I'm kind of dating myself here. Okay, so when that some of the anime you wanted to discuss today doesn't even strike a chord with me because I watched it later. But you see, when I think of old school anime, I think when I was a kid, and yeah, those are the ones that usually pop up. Of course, your Naruto's and stuff, but I don't really count those. They're kind of like
they're kind of like 2000s ish. Yeah. I guess Naruto is in the realm of old anime because I'm pretty sure if somebody asked you what anime have you recently watched, that would be like anime, be like Naruto, and recent. Shippuden, maybe. I mean that Shippuden is maybe in the realm of new. One Piece definitely in the old section, old to new, because they had like 2,000 something now episode, still going strong. I mind you, I don't even know how the writers do it. I just don't know how they do it.
Oh come on, Mal! Like, I think you should disclose to the audience like how you feel about One Piece before you go any further.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a secret I was trying to keep until my grave. When I was a little kid, I used to love watching One Piece. It was a beautiful anime during the time. And they had a bunch of cast, Nami, the reindeer, man that bites on sword for whatever reason, but loses his way in a jungle. And then my favorite character of all time, Monkey D. Luffy. I don't know what I don't know why he's a monkey. He's not a monkey to me, but okay. But as I'm growing up, I look back at the anime and like I can't watch it. Not for real. It's like they changed the anime art style so many times. If you go back and watch it now, on maybe some website or on Funimation, Crunchyroll, they have the kids WB artists or something. Basically, they dumb down some of the anime and then take out all the like blood scenes and stuff. Basically, making it too cartoony. I don't like that. Like, I get it, and when One Piece came over to the States, we kind of changed it to make it easy on kids, But Tom and Jerry's still a thing. Hitting a cat with a frying pan and watching the cat trying to eat a mouse. That's also cool. But we make One Piece that a legitimate anime. We completely changed it. The art style is completely. If you compare the One Piece and that got launched to that One Piece that they changed, it's completely two different things. It's not even the same. Luffy don't look like a cartoon in one, and Luffy looked like my niece that's 5 years old drew it. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, I think they were censoring some silly stuff like Mihawk's cross,
Yeah,
stuff like that. I mean,
yeah, they definitely censored it a lot. Not only that, the little blood, I guess, the cuts where some of the characters are apparently is what did they changed the color? It was red at first, but then they changed it to black. I don't know.
yeah, I don't think the colors were so much. Yeah, it did seem kind of weird colored compared to the later Funimation dubbed, I believe. I think they did that dub job. Um I'm not too sure why they do these things back then. If I had to venture a guess, it was because the 4 Kids block of television was not like Cartoon Network. I think even Cartoon Network was a little lax on some things at the time. Remember, Courage had some crazy graphics.
Yes.
Samurai
Yes.
Jack was kind of crazy with some of the stuff that it showed.
Yes. That's
Rocco Modern Life on Nickelodeon. I like those stations were a little bit more edgier than 4 Kids because 4 Kids was like
just
Saturday
4
morning
Kids.
cartoons
Exactly.
purely.
I'm pretty sure some adults saw it and like called the child. I don't want my child watching this. It's too violent. But yet there are so many stuff that's like going on television that is more violent than One Piece.
And I feel like it's okay. Like you put the G rating. I feel like One Piece at worst was a G rating.
What is it now? I think it's like 13 now.
Yeah, it beats me. Well, yeah, over time. Yeah. But like when the episodes they were showing, at worst a G rating to me.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Like just have a parent that says, "Wait, you probably shouldn't cut off the kid's arm." Nothing disturbing, I don't think. It was mostly heartwarming. It was. I mean, there was that one scene with Zoro when he was getting tortured.
Yeah, they changed. They changed that. They completely bleeped that one out. That never happened to Zoro. If you watch that episode on 4 Kids, it completely bleeped. The episode got trimmed down to like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's a bummer because that episode showed us how much willpower Zoro had. It was very character defining for him. And when you do stuff like that, I think you kind of.
It also showed the power of the Navy now, because I imagine that during that time when Zoro got locked up, the Navy was in charge, and nobody really want to mess with the Navy.
Yeah, Luffy didn't have a crew.
He was the crew.
Yeah, he didn't have a crew yet, so he had no reason to.
Mm-hmm.
And from Kobe's perspective, because that's who he was helping, anything was better than the pirates. Because remember, he got captured by that big old lady, and he basically her cabin boy.
What was her name? Big Mama?
Oh, nah, that Big Mama's like the main villain now. Back then, I think it was irrelevant big lady because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we just know she was messing with Kobe, who definitely matters. And well, you see, okay, so then we get into the distinction of it's Yu Yu Hakusho and Cowboy Bebop, old school anime.
Don't get me started on Yu Yu Hakusho. I used to stay up all the way up till like 1 a.m. just to watch an episode because they showed it so late on Toonami. Like the first time I watched it was on Toonami, and it was a masterpiece. The theme song was beautiful. The opening was beautiful. The overall story was amazing. I can honestly say that I will sit there. I have rewatched that one anime at least 4 times in my lifetime. 4 exact times. I can honestly say that anime is near and dear to my heart.
I kind of like that you didn't immediately gush over Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop is also another one. The fact is, that one was a hit and miss for me. I could sit there and watch it. I love
You
the
know what,
music.
man? Thank you.
Mm.
I thought I was the only one.
No, it's a hit and miss because
Some of that stuff hit or miss to me. It was very hit or miss.
Because I was sitting there thinking, like, man, I like Spike as a character, and I like what he's going through just to get one woman back. But at the same time, I don't like how they're putting Spike through the ringer just to get one woman back.
Bro,
My man went through 5 windows, got shot 6 times. He got shot more than 50
the woman
Cent.
was already gone, wasn't she?
No, she's still there. Apparently, she was there, played Spike like a chump. You know, Spike, his homeboy, his friend, his compadre from a while back, leading some secret organization as the boss, and
his name was Vicious.
Yes, Vicious has his whole motley crew. Yeah, I think
that's right up there with Sabretooth.
Bro, I think just think about it. Spike.
The main character, Spike Spiegel.
Yeah, like come on, bro. But it
had some great bangers, like and arcs. I will go by arcs because I'm not good with names. But the casino arc with Mai or whatever her name is.
When my Valentine. Oh
no, that's Yu-Gi-Oh. That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh wait, hold on,
her. I think she's Valentine. Wait, hold on. It's so. Hold on.
Is it not Valentine? I thought it was.
No, it's not my Valentine. That would be crazy.
Because think about it. Her backstory was she came out of cold sleep, got with this dude in the hospital. They got married. Dude died and left all his bankrupt, all his bills to her. Oh, man. She got super played. Oh, man. Then she got played. Whew.
So both their last names is Valentine, okay? But her name is Faye Valentine.
Wait, hold on, bro. Is both their names for real Valentine?
Yeah, both their last names are Valentine.
I knew it.
Yeah, but it's Faye Valentine, and then it's my Valentine from you guys. That's funny.
Oh my god, I knew it because it makes so sense because her backstory is basically about love and then getting caught up with some wrong dude because she got played. Dude played her, left her with all this debt. It's so much debt that she has to steal money just to pay off whatever debt he accumulated when he was alive. It is so crazy.
Well, you think about Faye was she had a happy life. She spent it in suspended animation for a while. And when she came back, nobody she loved or anybody who loved her was here. So she did what most people do when they need something to go to. You know what I'm saying? To go into drinking, casinos, vices. You know what I'm saying? So she got herself some incredible debt, like a lot of people nowadays. When especially in the times we live in, and that's when she met Spike.
Wait. And then we cannot forget about the boss of the crew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one arm. Yeah, give it up for one arm. Oh, one arm, everybody. Give it up for one arm because I can't remember his name.
You got that right, buddy. You got that right.
I'll
challenge anybody to remember his name.
Because I remember his backstory. He was
Googling.
Without no Googling, this is all strictly from memory. He was an old city cop that him and his partner was trying to catch, I guess, a drug dealer, and shit went left. The drug dealer said, "No, I won't go." Blew up the whole place. My man woke up after the explosion, lost an arm, quit the force.
Yeah, okay, just for the stories alone. The characters alone, Cowboy Bebop's a classic. I'm just saying people gush over it a lot. Like it doesn't have flaws.
It has flaws, but I really, to be honest with you, what I really mostly love about Cowboy Bebop is the music.
Oh yeah,
Their music was in depth,
yeah.
especially
The hook was
Uber.
amazing too. We talk about
Uber,
the hook for anime.
yeah,
Yeah, the hook was amazing.
the ending of each episode was so dun 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 dun. All right, bro. Anybody listen to that automatically knows it's Cowboy Bebop because it is so good. And at the end of the anime, they did this beautiful song. Beautiful. I have never heard nothing like it before in any anime to date. Every anime nowadays has some rock music. Dun, 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 dun. Like, what is going on? Why are we doing this? Huh? At least I can say Bleach did rock into some emo stuff, into some wild. At least,
I'm glad you say that because the music is a very underrated part of anime, and I think the music in some shows have. I think that's what it misses. Like what separates one show from another. It definitely that has the exact same animation, exact same premise. Like I was saying with Ascaris War and I remember the name. Ascaris War and Chivalry of a Failed Knight. What was the differences in those two shows? And ultimately I feel like the soundtrack was a little better in one and stuff like that. But I guess when the premise is the same, it comes down to what you feel about it. Like, okay, so you wanted to talk about Great Teacher Onizuka. Let me kind of segue into that real quick. So it's not an anime, but it's Coach Carter, right? And I think there was another anime like that. There was a lot of anime shows, movies, American movies in the 90s that dealt with troubled youth and a teacher coming in to straighten them out.
yes.
And Onizuka was a troubled youth of his own. And he decided...
Hold on, I have to stop you there.
Go ahead.
Coach Carter, I also have watched him. He's a straight
It might
arrow.
not be the best.
Yeah, he's a straight arrow teaching Untitled Youth. Yes.
Yeah.
Great Teacher Onizuka is the opposite. He is the Untitled Youth got into a school with more Untitled Youths, and all they did is have fun. Basically, if school had this type of system,
School's supposed to be fun.
School is supposed to be fun, yes. But school nowadays is not fun. Kids are just getting wild and more crazy because it's nothing to hold their interest, nothing at all.
Well, yeah, the teachers are bored.
The classes are boring. Yeah. Right now, this whole pandemic got kids living the high life at home. Like,
oh yeah, man. I don't want to snitch on my sister here, so I'm gonna say Untitled Youth. Man, they be doing all types of stuff while in their classes.
Exactly. Well, if I'm telling you, if I had this whole situation when I was growing up, when I was in school, best believe I'll put a picture of me where the webcam would be of me looking like I care, and I'll be outside, jigging it. Yeah.
I guess I'll still be at the computer. I think I would have done better in school.
What would you do?
I would have just did it on my own time. That's what I didn't like about school. Like I rather if my parents just leave me home alone with like a book and say, "Hey, Gabe, I'm gonna need you to learn everything in this book by such and such date, or we're gonna kick you out." I'd rather them do that than send me to that place. That shit was boring. School was boring. Now, man, you do miss the people. And this is why I amply titled this podcast. You miss the people, you miss what you did, and you miss what you could you were allowed to get away with back then. But now, nah, kids got it. Kids got it pretty easy.
Yes, that is a. Well, back to the.
Oh yeah, my bad.
The Great Teacher Onizuka, like I said.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm gonna let you go off because there's an anime where I'm the only one who gets to talk about it. So I'm gonna let you go off for a while.
Okay. Like I said, The Great Teacher Onizuka is one of those animes that I stumbled across one day. When I was a kid, I was feeling sick one time, and my parents finally upgraded the big jumbo TVs. Yes, back then we didn't have flat screen TVs. We had them box TVs, and they upgraded to Comcast high speed TV. They had this whole segment where you can watch anime. The first time I ever saw anime during the time like that was during on Comcast. And the first anime I saw was The Great Teacher Onizuka. I did not know what this was or entail. I thought it was some geographic thing, but when I saw it, it was amazing. The first episode, this dude came to a school and then saw a bunch of students trying to bully him, like trying to punk him. The first thing he did was took out a cigarette and lit it. Look at them. My man reached his hand inside his pants, scratched his balls, and punched them in their mouth. He did not give no fucks who you were, who you are. And then these kids thought it was cool to tell the principal. They got him fired, and then you would have thought that would have been the end of the anime. You know, teacher got fired or whoop-de-doo.
It never is.
My man found these same kids one day in a park, got his crew together. I mind you, these are grown men, right? They look like they was in their 30s to 40s on bikes, checking around these 3 kids. And they looked like they was about to beat their ass. Silly. So Onizuka walked up to these kids, tied them up, and laughed at them. Because now they're in a predicament where they need him, but he don't want. And then he spit so many. Y'all need to watch this. The Great Teacher Onizuka will teach you so much facts. Don't call on somebody when you need something. Okay? If you treat somebody a certain way and then need them later on in life or anywhere, anytime, don't do that. Because you're making yourself look stupid. Because now in this whole anime, in this little segment here, I learned that you can't treat a person a certain type of way and then expect them help later. These kids were trying to got this man fired. Now they in a predicament where 50 men are about to jump them. They are hanging from a rope upside down a tree. They are about to get the ass whooping of their lives. And they look at Onizuka saying, "You're a teacher. You're supposed to help us out." He looked at them and laughed because not only did they got him fired, but then now they are begging and crying for help. You never do that in an anime or in real life. You don't do that. You don't get somebody in trouble and then want their help later. That's stupid. So Onizuka did the smartest thing in the world. Let them get jumped. He watched them get jumped. They got dunked in the lake, got dragged, jumped, and at the end of all that, Onizuka finally let them go. And then he told them the biggest life lesson they ever learned is when you need something, but then get somebody else in trouble, don't call for help. Just take your lickings, because in hindsight, you deserve it. And then from that one episode, I continue to watch the same. It's a beautiful anime. If y'all don't mind the old archetype, it goes from episode 1 to 60. It is beautiful. It's a 60 episode anime, and I am so glad it is because I can sit there time and time again and sit down and watch it because it is one of the best animes that y'all will ever see or will ever see, because animes nowadays go from 11 to 10 at best or 10 to 12 on a good day. And unless it's a mainstream anime with Black Clover, One Piece, Bleach. Is anyone I'm missing? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
What? Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
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 Unless it's one of those big titles. Your
My
best.
Hero.
My Hero. Okay,
Yeah,
My
My Hero's pretty
Hero.
long.
Yeah. Unless it's a mainstream, your best bet if you find an anime that you like or like it inspire you, your best bet is it will be 10 or 12.
All right.
That is the normal count for an anime, a lifespan, if I might say.
We're gonna hold off on my anime because I don't want to have two monologues because I think you're gonna click on when I start going. I was trying to remember. By the way, Great Teacher Arazuka for me is like an 8 out of 10 anime. I loved watching it. And
That's
everything,
a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I basically second everything you say about it. Speaking of some anime, I was like wondering why it had a longer thing. Nowadays, I mean, you kind of miss certain magical index, and then the spinoff, a certain magical railgun.
I didn't watch the spinoff. I couldn't.
Yeah, the spinoff longer than the main series. It's like 100 episodes or something.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then Shauna back in the day, Shauna the Flame Mage or something like that. I don't know the exact name. That one was pretty long.
Have you ever seen the anime called Twin Stars?
Yeah, that was longer than I thought it would be. Yeah,
it's like 68 episodes.
Yeah.
It's in modern time too. Modern time. It's not a bad anime. Y'all should also go ahead and look at that Twin Stars. It's actually really good.
Very interesting. I think the dynamic of their relationship growing would have been cooler than it was if it was done a little better. But everything else was kind of fly.
Yeah, honestly, I kept watching because the whole relationship was not rushed.
I think Tsundere or whatever they were going for with the woman protagonist was not a good. Their chemistry was off.
Big time. Because one wanted to be the most strongest exorcist in the world, and the other one just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah, I didn't get the chemistry too much, but I hear it's bomb diggity, so I'll let it slide.
I rated 7 out of 10 because I enjoyed the build up, but at the end it killed me.
Kingdom's pretty long too.
Oh, you seen Kingdom?
Not yet.
You haven't seen Kingdom? Oh man,
just long.
It's a sleeper, bro.
CGI threw me off. It was like right after the Berserk series. It kind of threw me off.
So because the models are 3D characters, some people will not enjoy it. But as you get through the first one and go to the second one, the second one is more 2D instead of 3D. And then I don't know about the third one that's just about to come around. It's just about the third series of Kingdom is about to come out, and y'all should tune into it because if y'all watch season 1 and 2, you can see the artists progressing from 3D models to 2D models to something brand new. The third season, I can't wait because I feel like this artist is going to show something he has not done before. He is trying to create his own type of art style because you can see it from what he did from Kingdom 1 to Kingdom 2, and Kingdom 3 might be a banger this year, y'all. I don't know when it's coming out. It should be like June. I think it's June the 5th. Yeah, it's just around the corner. Y'all should take a look at it while y'all can. It's a great anime.
Okay. So when you brought up the old school anime topic, there was an anime series that I didn't watch when I was younger, but when I was moving with my family, I think a while back, I was watching the series constantly on my phone. Waiting for the new episode with bated breath because the site I was watching it on was releasing it very sparingly, I should say. It's based off of a 10 novel series. I'm not gonna bore y'all with that, but the novel's fire. It was released in 1988. Does that qualify for your old school anime?
Yeah, but tell us the name of it.
The name of it is The Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Oh, yes.
One of my favorites. Basically, And don't worry, I practice a lot trying to explain it to Mal. So I actually have a very coherent synopsis for anybody who might want to check it out. The animation's a little old. If that turns you off, there is the new thesis that's following. Doesn't have nearly as much adapted.
Wait, hold
story,
on.
But
hold on. Are we talking about Galactic Hero now? Because they did. I'm not talking about the old one. They didn't remake it. They remade the anime because of the old
that's just a piece, bro. They only did a piece so far.
I see.
Yeah. That thing's long. It's based off a 10 novel series, and they did the original series that was from 1988 to 1997, I believe.
How long is it?
110 episodes.
Woo!
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, they only doing a piece, bro. Okay, so basically, you get to see characters grow. You start with Commodore Yang Wei Lee of the Free Planets Alliance. So think America.
Yeah, Long Ray Lee, that was my dude, bro. Because he in Doc Shikamaru's teachings in this anime. Right. It's a drag to do stuff, but when he gets going, my man get going.
The cool thing about Yang is his it kind of like Shikamaru, like you said, his brand of intelligence isn't lucky or forced or anything like that. It's just logical, based on, because a lot of people don't study history as much as they should, and especially a lot of people in the army, or I'm not saying it in real life, but a lot of people in the army in this show did not study history as much. And as someone from a unique background, like Yang Wei Lee was, being a merchant son, he learned a lot about why things happened the way they did in military tactics and in politics as well. So a lot of the things that happened around him, he wasn't going for because he's seen it before. It's like, I would do some history examples, but I don't want to go. I kind of want to vet them through my own sources. But and that's only one half of the story. I just described one character. So basically, it starts with Commodore Yang Wei Lee and his story and his rise through the ranks in the Free Planet Alliance. Similar system than America. So check out his story. Now, at the same time, there's another story going on, very similar to old school Germany, maybe Ottoman Empire type of thing, where kind of like Code Geass for my Code Geass people, where Lord Vine Lohengram, I think I'm botching the name.
Oh yeah, Vine Lohengram. Yes, yeah.
And he has a homie named Kirscheiss, and Kirscheiss is important because they grew up together. He pretty much, he's just as talented as Lohengram, but he's willingly subordinate to him because he see greatness in his friend, pretty much. So he said, like, instead of like me being like a lesser greatness, like and we being separate, how about I just add my powers to his and we do something great, right? His story is kind of like one of betrayal and a lot of aristocrat stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Totally different than Yang Wan Lee's upbringing. So if you like stories of betrayal and politics involving kings and queens and social reform,
Gundam.
Yeah, very very Gundam-esque, but more Battlestar Galactica a little bit in terms of the backdrop, not the actual what's going on. But if y'all enjoy that type of stuff, go ahead and give both series. And I know I'm trying to discussing them as separate because they are separate. One episode might be Yang, and one episode might be Lohengram, and their decisions intersect with each other in a cool way. So you can see, and they barely interact with each other, if at all. So you'll see how two people from across two universes can literally dictate each other's lives. So if you're into that sort of stuff, it's a little slow burn because it's 110 episodes. And if you okay with the animation, And if you're not okay with the animation, go ahead and try the new remake, like my man Malzahar was saying.
Yes. The remake is really good, but I think if you definitely want to sit there and watch an anime, I recommend watching all 100-something episodes. If you got nothing better to do, go ahead, sit down and watch it.
I would watch it on. I think the legal site is High Dive. I say legal site because no reason. And if you want to watch it, maybe it's on Funimation for the new site.
Or Crunchyroll
for the new anime. If you want to watch the new one. So, yeah. That's mine. Legendary Galactic Heroes. I think that's a one that's barely gets talked about, really.
On another note, did you know? I feel like what you was just saying right now, there's another anime that kind of reminds me of that, of two stars getting tell in a different light. It's called, y'all might be laughing at this, Getting Reborn as a Spider. Yes.
Oh, wow. You really want to talk about this show?
Listen.
Okay, we're doing this.
From the first episode I watched it. I'm a big Dub fan. I like Sub 2. There's an anime that gets me to itch. Like, I need to watch it now, and I can't wait. I watched the sub version, but
you know what's underrated about Dub though? I hate to cut you off, but the fact that you can look away from the screen.
Oh yes, definitely. But sometimes you can just listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I need sometimes. I can't be staring at the screen, looking at the deck. Like, I need to be able to look away. Maybe I want to clean up my room. Maybe I can't just sit there.
And then have the anime play in the background. Yes,
yeah.
I have done the same. But what I like about this anime is the fact that it is two stories telling different parts and at the same exact time.
See, I can't. Are we gonna get into it? Spoiler alert!
Oh, big spoiler
alert! If you haven't watched Reincarnated as a Spider, that's not the official name, but who cares?
Mm-hmm.
The stories, I believe, are not being told at the same time.
You don't?
No.
So you feel like they're being told at different times?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I'm also on the same Dub episode. Yeah.
Because all right, so that means spoiler alert. So that means you already...
I feel like it's a spoiler because I don't know. I don't know if they make it super clear, but
So you're at the part where she finally escapes her tomb.
Yeah.
And then out in the world, yes.
Yeah, okay. So they have an episode where that little baby literally attacks the people, the human side.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, definitely not being told at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like the humans are in the future, and we're the spiders in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see how things intersect from there. Yeah, that's what I think.
I haven't looked at it, but I feel like you might be right.
Yeah,
you might be right.
Yeah,
beautiful anime, mind you. I can't wait to continue watching this. I itch for it every day. I like animes that do this. Like, this is a new art style. I've seen it done before. Yes.
The split storytelling I love when done right. Sometimes you get the point where I don't care about any of the people on the screen because I want to see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on that's way more interesting. You run into a lot of pacing issues when you go from character to character to character that's not directly interconnected with
the main character.
Exactly. So I think from Commonplace to World's Strongest, if you don't, is an example of that, where the dude got separated from his classmates and he started eating animals and started gathering up some of their power.
Yes.
Yeah. And I kind of like some of the classmates, but really I was there for the guy.
The anime brought tears to my eyes because they said he was useless. He was not good for combat because I guess his only power is to shape rocks.
No, his power was more like a he's like a collector, like a
Are you sure? Because I feel like the first episode showed us his powers immensely because he had it was oh my god, I'm watching it, Titanic shift, and he just shift the rocks out of his way. That's what I said, because he was like an earthbender.
Yeah, you might be right. I can't. Let me get a rewatch. I'll get
because I remember the first episode because he was about to get eaten by a bear. Well, actually, I'm skipping. He was about to get eaten by a rabbit.
It was a rabbit.
The rabbit was about to devour this man, and then out of nowhere, he gets saved by the bear. Then the bear saw him and then ate his arm.
That's probably why he hates rabbits. Like later on in the series, when he met the rabbit girl.
Yes. Spoiler alert if y'all haven't seen it. Yes.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
It was the funniest thing I ever seen. This man is struggling, and this guy, and the whole situation all started because one dude in his classmate had a crush on the girl that crushes on him. It is redundant. Why is this so stupid? Why is it, my man? Also, the main character didn't know that this girl liked him. This dude was oblivious to the girl liking him.
Oh, she needed more screen time. How crazy she was.
Yes.
Crazy always needs more screen time. That's always been my opinion. I loved how crazy she was for this dude. And it just makes for a cool dynamic. I mean, from Azula to that girl from Future Diary, crazy girl makes for a cool dynamic. I'm sorry.
We can't use Future Diary crazy because that's not crazy. That's obsession. Because if we go into Future Diary crazy, there was one episode where she chopped off his legs, hacked off his arms, and then all my man was a stump. A stump.
Okay. Maybe not that crazy. Yeah, maybe not that crazy. But still crazy. Crazy makes it good. Was it compelling television, though?
Okay, listen.
Were you entertained?
I was entertained, all right.
There you go.
Because the main character, I might use, a guy that think this world that he magically appeared in was fake. Like, he made it up. In actuality, it was real.
Yeah.
And then he got fucked because his phone is imbued with powers of his future.
You know, one of the few animes where that concept didn't have a rough landing. Because the beginning's always good with those anime, because when you're introducing characters and concepts and how the game works and who people's personalities and different situations you can put them in, that's when it's good. Ending a show like that's pretty hard. When the game ends, it's hard to find a good ending.
Yes. And then, you know what? Do you ever get this when you finish a good anime and then you get that fatigue, like, oh, what I'm gonna do now? What I'm gonna watch next?
Oh man, I got that with. What was the last time I got that? When the last time you got it? Well, I think.
Oh my god! What was the anime called? Oh, I had to forget it because it was Jujutsu Tech.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I haven't finished it yet, just for that reason.
I love that anime so much, bro, because it shows a different light on how you can make a main character have a demon inside you, and the demon has to be a dick. I know we talked about this before, but I'm going back and say my man had a demon inside him. Naruto had a spirit. Two different things. Okay? Because if you ever watched the Naruto, I have, and went back and watched the Shippuden series. They tell you so much about why the Nine Tails, what they are all made of chakra. They are nothing more than chakra infused together into their bodies, basically spirits. But my man had a whole demon inside his body. This is a demon. He ate a demon finger.
You see, it happens to me every season, though. Okay, and I'm not really trying to cut off your Jujutsu Tech conversation here.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Because that's a sick show and needs to be discussed. But
I can't wait for season 2.
Yes, absolutely. But okay, you might laugh at this, but it's a show that came out this year. It's called The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent.
Hello?
Okay. And okay, so I know you haven't watched it, so I'm gonna give you a little synopsis. Okay, it will be very short. So basically, this kingdom, right? They need a saint, and they summon two of them.
Okay.
And one of them immediately got snatched up by the prince and said, "Oh yeah, this is the saint." The other one just sat there. That's our main character.
Wait, what? Wait, whoa. Bring that back. All right. So, may I ask some details? Is both the main characters female?
Okay, so the main character, the other chick who gets picked up and went with the prince, she isn't the main character. The main character is definitely the one sitting on the floor. There is one episode where you see what happened to the other girl at that point, but just one. She only gets one. The rest of the episode is centered around the one who just sitting there on the floor. Basically, she's a salary woman. And she was going through one of her death marches or whatever. And she comes home, get teleported, and no one wants her. But it's not in a negative way. She goes there, they start talking to her. They're like, okay, you can do whatever you want because you're not really like a priority right now. Yeah. And we're just gonna keep you right here, keep you safe. And you might be the saint.
Might?
Yeah, that's what they say. You might be the saint. Because remember, the Grand Mage was unconscious immediately due to the summoning, so he can't really quantify who is or isn't the saint at that point in time. But the prince just like picked one and said, "Okay, you're the saint."
Oh no!
And just went with it. All right. So yeah, you learn the reasons why and all that during the show, and basically, she learns her own way and how she, how she get it. Newsflash: she's really powerful. She's really strong. Okay, she's really strong. Not in a generic type of way, kind of like in a you type of way, where you probably use your powers to make potions or something and sell them, or use them to be a potato farmer or something like that.
Wait. If we doing this, the only reason why I was a potato farmer in this game is because I thought making more money was valuable.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. She thought the same. She thought, okay, if I'm gonna be in this world and no one wants me, I'm gonna start doing stuff at this institute. And that's where it kind of goes from there, where it's a very heartwarming, feel good. Don't put too much thought into it. Feel with her anime. And so when I got to episode 8, I was like, oh my God, I got nothing else to watch because I didn't like anything else right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it happens to me a lot. So I'd be very I'll be like, man, I'll be shelving anime. Like, ooh, can I deal with Beastars? Like, can I deal with Beastars ending, or can I deal with Seven Deadly Sins ending and me like not knowing what happens at the end? I stopped watching Tokyo Revengers because I just want to see the rest of it.
I haven't watched it at all because, like I said, I told you
they might dub it. I'm not too sure.
No. It's not the dub. No, I told you I can watch either or. It's the fact that if I sit down and all right, I usually like to do my little ritual. I'll sit down, have my laptop propped up, have my foot up, and then have me a bowl of ice cream, and then I'm watching it. And then if I get to the last episode, and then I want more, guess what? I am shaking my head like, oh my God, I should never have sat here and then watched it because it's not done yet. Like I don't want to have cold ice cream in my hand looking like I want more. That's how a lot of people should be. Like when you watch anime, you should be like, I want more. Because when you see your favorite anime stops at 12 and then you want more, it's dumb because you can't get more unless they get a season 2 by chance, and then you have to wait a whole year, and then
a lot of the problem is anime is a vehicle, not a finisher, I guess, in terms of sales, because the sales come from the light volumes and the mangas and the action figures and whatever you want to sell with it. Exactly. Phone games. The anime is just to advertise it. So yeah, they're gonna put a 12 episode thing out there and just be like, yeah, whatever. Buy the volumes if you want to know what happened to your favorite characters. And I'm sitting here like, no. Very rarely where you have a Kuroko's basketball situation where you get a full ending to your favorite show, and you're satisfied with it.
Speaking of that, I started watching the second season. I think I'm on episode 4 or 3 right now, and I'm loving it. I like sports animes, but some sports animes I haven't gone. There's like a skating one I haven't gone back and watched. I might just go back and watch it.
Yeah, me too. I haven't watched it either.
On another note, do you remember that anime I said you should try to watch, but you refused to watch because you didn't like Flute Boy?
Oh yeah. I mean, no, we were watching it together, and I didn't. I guess I just wasn't in the mood for a wimpy character as a side character right now. I wasn't in the mood for that.
But that was not even he was like the 3rd, 4th character on the roster.
Like Zenitsu is my limit. Like from Demon Slayer, he's my limit. Anything below Zenitsu, nah, you a lost cause to me, homie.
But isn't Zenitsu...
Unless something terrible happened to you, like your whole family got eaten by demons. But guess what? The one who got his whole family eaten by demons is persevering with his demon sister, and Zenitsu's crying about everything.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello? You think I want to go watch?
Yes.
Someone cry about their situation?
Okay, yes. Zenitsu... All right, so I get it. On Demon Slayer...
I didn't mean
No, you're perfect. In Demon Slayer, you can see that you have the 3 different types of these characters. I feel like all 3 of them are the main character of the situation of Demon Slayer, but we all know who's the main character of Demon Slayer is. Right? His family died out. Only his sister remains, but she's a demon. It's hard for him. He's struggling because he's part of the demon core, and also carrying his sister that is a demon now. And then every demon slayer is going to want to kill her because she is a demon. So it's rough. And then we have my man up here, Lightning Boy, or Blonde Boy, I like to call him, crying, I want a waifu, marry me.
I'm scared. No, I'm scared. I don't want to do this. And he never perseveres and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. No, he has to go to sleep. and somehow he perseveres and does it. See, I'm okay with a character who eventually perseveres and does it. Because just like someone great said, courage is doing something you don't want to do, that you fear it, but you do it anyway. That's courage. Zenitsu has none of that.
Wait, did you just get that off of Jujutsu Tap?
No, I got it from Finch, from Smite. Rest in peace.
Oh man,
rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace, Finch, bro. Man, not a lot of people will know who Finch is, but if you ever play Smite or watch Smite or anything of that sort, Finch was a godsend to that cast, because he was one. I had the honor of joining the Discord one time and talking to Finch. It was great. He was a downbeat dude. We talked about Naruto. That actually, he's the reason why I went back and actually rewatched Shippuden. Finch was a man among men, because he watched anime, played video games, and he loved his life. So rest in peace, my man. I hope wherever you're at now, you're in a world with a bunch of Y2s.
Yeah, and on that point, I would say love your life, everyone who's watching. If anime is what you love it. Don't let anybody tell you it's this, that, or the third. Because ultimately they're not living your life. They're not with you in the dark moments. They're just noise that you can block out. So yeah, live your life, be you. And now if someone's saying, hey man, you've been on this anime site for 12 hours and you haven't went to work for 6 days, and your kid's crying, you probably should go check all that stuff out and see if it's okay. See if it's okay.
We get it. We love anime, but sometimes you have to understand. I feel like, in my opinion, work and families will keep you busy. So when you do get that alone time, you have oodles of anime piled up. Oodles.
I don't know if it's the right way to do it. I feel like it's like a bar. I feel like I fill up my real life bar, and then once it's filled up to me, like I get some, I have conversations with people important to me, and I do whatever they need to get done, and whatever they need to get done, and priorities. Of course, if an emergency pops up, I'm immediately getting out of my anime mode. But anime's me time. That's me. That's me time. So I need to earn my me time in this world. To me, I haven't steered me wrong yet, but earn your me time.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Makes it more special.
I definitely believe when you do something good will come back to you in the long run. Just remember, bro, because when you do get your me time and you choose what you want to do.
Just like the great Kakashi said, friends, when you abandon your friends, and I extend this to family, you're worse than scum.
Wait, hold on.
But those who abandon the mission are just scum.
Wait, no, hold on, bro. No, you ain't gonna do that. You're butchering it.
Go ahead. If you got it better than me, I want to hear it.
He said, those who abandon the mission are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. Or, his families are worse, because you're worse than scum at that point. If you abandon the people around you, you're worse, because they've been there to help you out, support you in every type of way. You have to understand that you have your mission, and then you have your friends. You can always do the mission or abandon it. But the people that surround you, you can't abandon them, because you'll never know. They'll need you in life.
And like Sensei said, man, you can't. The mission's important. It's priorities. The mission's important. Do the mission. But if it costs you things, weigh that too. How much it costs you. If you find it worth it, that's your value system, and you need to stick to that because you might do something that you might regret later. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
so just make sure you have something, your code established, you follow it. Don't let anybody knock you off of it. And that's how you live your life. Because, if you have everyone pulling you every which way, you'll be addicted to everything under the sun.
Exactly.
You know? And you'll put people who shouldn't be high up on your priorities higher than they should be. So on that note, because I like to bring a teaching moment into our little podcast. My favorite lines in Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember verbatim, but the sentiment was Kearsarge was advising Loingram to not be so how you say one track in your pursuit. But he didn't tell him to not be one track. He told him to ease up on the wrong track. You see, you got to find the meters in your life, like how much you should be into something. People say you should go all in into something, but there's different levels of all in and what you're willing to sacrifice. What the first thing you sacrifice is your wants. It's what you want to do. And yes, anime is the first thing that goes. But guess what? If anime is high on your priority list, anime is the first thing that comes back. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Sometimes you got to let it go. Because guess what? Just like Mal was saying, as it's building up, you'll be back. You'll be like, wow, look all this anime I missed. And guess what? Because we don't do the seasonal stuff, y'all can come back here and watch that episode because, everything will be linked down there.
And in the description, yeah.
And you can come back and watch that specific episode.
I think we should go ahead and try to wrap things up.
Nothing else? You got nothing else old school you want to talk about? Or
if I got a good chance, because it's like, if I'm going to talk about something old school in there, more like the old school anime that I really like was G Gundam. Because
get it off, baby.
G Gundam was one of those anime. It's a Gundam game. I said Gundam game. Oh my god, it's a Gundam.
You die in a Gundam. You die in real life.
Oh no. No, these are. You see, G Gundam it has Gundams and martial arts. See, I'm a big fan of martial arts. I like Muay Thai, Kung Fu.
Shout out to Kanechi, mightiest disciple.
Yes, I like that. I like Kanechi, but I don't like Kanechi at the same time because he had to go through such a rough phase before he gets to the point where he's at now. But this whole G Gundam is about an anime character called Domon Kashu. He's on a quest to find his brother Kyoji, who has murdered his mother, has put his father in cryo sleep because of the crimes of what he done. And Domon Kashu is supposed to become a Gundam fighter and search all of the Earth, I mind you, all of the Earth. Like, this is not a spot. This is all of the Earth. He has to check all of the Earth just to find one human being and one Gundam, which is called the Dark Gundam. Now, I don't know about y'all, but the Earth is a big place. They might say small world, but this is a big place. So he's searching for his brother Kyoji for the crimes that has happened, and then the story is so good. The episodes are long. Each one of these characters, y'all will love. If y'all ever look into for, it's not a typical Gundam anime. No, it's not like the Republican versus the the Ally Alliance or whatever.
Well, yeah, a lot of future century stuff isn't like that though. It's
Yeah,
about what you doing, what you
to
saying.
be honest,
Yeah,
all of the Gundam series, like if they always have the same, situation. This side is good, that side is good. This side is genetically altered. This is the humans, but
yeah.
not.
Okay, what I would say is go into every Gundam series, like a Persona game, like a Final Fantasy game, like what else is like just one offs but the same name. Just go into it with that because it's not gonna be like that Iron Blood Orphan show you saw on Netflix. Okay,
Wait, hold on. That was a banger. Don't sleep on that.
No, what I'm saying is it's not gonna be like that.
Oh yes,
is G
definitely.
Gundam like that? No.
Completely different. Iron Blood Orphans and G Gundam is like water.
It's not gonna be
oil.
anything close to Code Unicorn. It's not gonna be what else is on Netflix?
Oh wait, hold on. Have you seen any of these Gundam animes?
No, yeah, I watched them.
Oh, look at you! I never even think you would be into Gundam. I thought you would be
I like the ones where you said, it's not Republican versus. See, I was tucking my head in like, oh, those are the ones I like. Let me get his stuff off. let me shut my mouth.
Yes, because the majority of a lot of Gundam animes always have that same situation. They will have like 3 sides or 2 sides fighting over either the Earth or who rules the space or stuff. Gundam anime that don't branch into that, I love more because because 9 times out of 10 stuff like that, they'll have 5 episodes talking. I hate that. I'm all about the action. Give me that action.
Yeah, shows like Code Geass.
Yes, give me action, please.
Where they talk and talk and talk.
But Code Geass is different though.
No, made by Sunrise.
Lelouch v. Batania make you sit there and think, what is this man going to do next? He is going to take over the world with his Geass powers and his right hand. Also, his best friend that he had to, control to stay alive, and he really don't want to stay alive. He actually want to kill himself. But hey, sometimes we all have that. Was friends.
Lelouch get a pass for a lot of cool things he did. But like I said, G Gundam, definitely your recommendation. I say maybe we should do recommendation of the week.
Oh, definitely. We should try to chop that up for the next broadcast.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we'll chop it up. Cut it off here. I think my final thoughts would be to kind of recap the episode. G Gundam's a great series.
Oh, beautiful series. I give it a 9 out of 10 because the only reason I get a 9 because it's an old anime. Not a lot of people don't really into the old anime, but if you're born in the 90s, you don't really care because we watch Animaniacs and Rocko's Martin, like Rocko's Martin.
Freakazoid.
Oh man, I love Freakazoid. Oh, let me stop because I will get into it.
Okay. What else? Legend of the Galactic Heroes, good anime. What else is good? We said great teacher Onizuka.
Yes, great teacher Onizuka. Demon Slayers. If you haven't seen it, keep your eyes on that anime. That is going to be a sleeper. They're already
sleeper.
Yes.
Nah, we cool on that sleeper talk.
Listen. A lot of people don't like it at first because they, I have read some of their Reddits and mentioned for a lot of people don't like it because it's not like My Hero Academia, When my man has to eat somebody's hair to gain power.
If you're into chill shows that aren't classics, Saint Magic is Saints of Magic is omnipotent, and yes, it's very much like all those shows that have the same similar name as this show. And what else? I think that's pretty much all we touched on to today's show. Yeah, man. So with that being said, Thank you for joining us for episode 3.
Oh, yeah. 3.
I've been Gabe.
Malz and Gabe 305.
And we'll see you next week for another
Forever in High School.